What if the biggest sign a man loves you is the one he'll never say out loud? Most women think love is revealed through words. I miss you. I need you. I love you. But some men never say those things. Not because they don't feel them. Because they feel them too deeply. And that's exactly what makes them afraid. Fear of rejection. Fear of vulnerability. Fear of losing the connection they already have. So instead of speaking their feelings, they hide them. But here's the truth. No matter how hard a man tries to conceal his emotions, his behavior eventually exposes them. Today you'll discover 10 silent signs a man is deeply in love with you but terrified to admit it. And make sure you stay until the end. Because the final sign is the one most women completely overlook, and it's often the strongest proof of all. Love leaves clues. Not in dramatic confessions. Not in perfect text messages. But in the small moments. The moments most people ignore. The way he looks at you. The way he remembers things. The way he changes when you're around. Let's begin. Sign number 1, he watches you when you aren't looking. Have you ever caught him staring? Not in a creepy way. In a thoughtful way. As if he's trying to memorize you. The way you smile. The way your eyes light up when you're excited. The way you react to things. A man who is emotionally invested becomes fascinated by details. When feelings run deep, observation becomes automatic. And the second you catch him looking, he suddenly looks away. Almost as if he got caught revealing a secret. That's because he did. Sign number 2, he always finds a way to be near you. Notice something strange? No matter where you are, he somehow appears nearby. At work. At social gatherings. In conversations. It's never obvious. Never forced. But it happens repeatedly. Why? Because people naturally move toward what makes them feel good. And your presence has become a source of comfort. Before we continue, the next sign is often mistaken for lack of confidence. In reality, it's usually a sign of emotional risk. Sign number 3, he gets nervous around you. Around everyone else, he's calm. Confident. Relaxed. But around you? Something changes. His words get mixed up. He overthinks. He fidgets. He suddenly becomes aware of every little thing he says. When someone matters deeply, simple interactions stop feeling simple. Every conversation feels important. Every impression feels permanent. That's why nervousness often appears when genuine feelings are involved. Sign number 4, he remembers what everyone else forgets. You mentioned your favorite coffee once. Weeks later, he remembers. You talked about a childhood story. Months later, he brings it up. Most people hear your words. A man who is falling in love studies them. Because when someone occupies your thoughts, their details become difficult to forget. And the more he remembers, the more likely it is you've been living in his mind longer than you realize. Sign number 5, his jealousy appears in small moments. Now let's be clear. This isn't possessiveness. And it isn't control. It's subtle. You mention another man. Suddenly he becomes quieter. Slightly distant. Slightly curious. His energy changes. Not dramatically. Just enough to notice. Why? Because emotional investment creates emotional reactions. And even if he says nothing, his expression often reveals what his words won't. Sign number 6, he shows up when it matters. Lots of people are around during good times. But who appears during difficult moments? Pay attention. When you're stressed, upset, overwhelmed, does he check on you? Does he offer help? Does he make time? Love isn't measured by grand gestures. It's measured by consistent presence. People prioritize what matters. And if he consistently shows up for you, that means something. The next sign is where hidden feelings become extremely difficult to fake. Sign number 7, his actions contradict his words. Maybe he says, "We are just friends." Maybe he acts casual. Maybe he avoids emotional conversations. But watch carefully. Does he make time for you? Protect your feelings. Remember important dates. Prioritize your happiness. Actions reveal truth. Words can hide it. And when the two conflict, trust the behavior, not the explanation. Sign number 8, he protects you without announcing it. Some men express love through protection. Not control. Protection. He checks if you got home safely. He notices when you're uncomfortable. He pays attention when something feels wrong. He quietly steps in. Not because he has to. Because he wants to. And often, he doesn't even realize he's doing it. Sign number 9, he becomes the best version of himself around you. This is one of the most overlooked signs. When a man truly loves someone, he wants to grow. He wants to improve. He wants to become someone worthy of her respect. You may notice him working harder. Taking better care of himself. Being more ambitious. More disciplined. More focused. Not because you demanded it. Because your opinion matters. And people naturally rise when someone inspires them. Final sign, number 10, he looks at you differently. This is the sign almost impossible to fake. His eyes tell a story his mouth refuses to tell. The way he looks at you is softer. Warmer. Longer. More present. There is emotion behind it. A silent conversation happening without words. And if you've ever experienced that look, you know exactly what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, a man who is deeply in love may hide his words. He may avoid the conversation. He may suppress the confession. But emotions have a way of escaping. Through attention. Through effort. Through consistency. Through presence. And when multiple signs appear together, the truth becomes impossible to ignore. So here's my question for you. Which of these signs have you noticed in someone recently? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more relationship psychology and human behavior insights.